everyone? Welcome to the first qualifier for Season 6 of Challenger League for Guilty Gear Xrd. My name is CSA and I'm joined tonight by the lovely Panzerpan. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy to be here for this new season of Challenger League. You know, it's it's a new season. It's a new beginning. We got some big players in the qualifier tonight. Of course, we've got the rollback man himself, Fix Me Steve. Don't forget to thank Steve for rollback before you go to sleep tonight. So I'm hyped to see how it all pans out.
Yeah, I'm definitely hyped. We've got a lot of really big, well-known EU players here in the bracket tonight. But before we go into that, we do have to go through and thank our sponsors, Streamplify and LC Power. I'm personally received some Streamplify lamps for last season's commentary, and I'm using their camera, so you can judge their quality on your own. I certainly think that they're more than up to par, especially for the price. They also offer other stuff like streaming mics and other streaming accessories, something similar to the Elgato, a USB hub, and I'm fairly sure they have even more stuff than even what I'm remembering off the top of my head. So you can type !! Streamplify in the chat if you want to go and look at their voice or at their site. I think my voice is a bit low, it seems. Let me turn it up on the gain here. Alright, there we go. That should hopefully help it a bit. Alright, and other than that, we also have LC Power, who are suppliers of high-end PCs and PC equipment, and as well as PC parts. They've graciously helped at Hasn't Crash last year, and hopefully, and for future events, but they've decided to be gracious enough to once again help us out here and sponsor our event once again. So big thanks to both Streamplify and LC Power. Naturally, you can type ! LC Power in the chat if you want to go check out their site. Additionally, before we get into the bracket as well, we do have a Matcherino, both a Matcherino for the entire bracket, and we have a Matcherino for this one specific bracket. So we have a bunch of free codes. If you have some time in between breaks, maybe in between matches, go and claim some of those codes. Get these players something to really incentivize getting in here and showing off what they can do.
Yeah, and I mean, guys, it takes absolutely no effort, no time whatsoever. Like I've shame on me, I've forgotten to claim my code, but I'm going to right now go to Matcherino, and I've logged in within seconds and claim code, and I'm done. Boom. That's money in the prize pool for free. So don't forget to claim your code. You can see Steve's already done it, Leapfrog's already done it, QK's already done it. All your favorite XR players are doing it, so join them.
Yeah, definitely join them in doing it. Now, we are finalizing the bracket here, and we're getting the first stream matches set up. So before we look at the bracket, I do quickly want to go over the rules. Unlike last year, this is only a 4-week bracket, as XR this year is alternating every Tuesday with Multi-Blood type Lumina. Big ups for the Multi-Blood community. That does mean that there's only 4 opportunities to gather points. Now, you gather points by winning and getting high placements in these weekly events. Now, I don't remember the exact numbers. Okay, I believe Sigil could enlighten us on that.
Okay, I'm going to enlighten you real quick. So first place gets 15 points. The second place gets 10 points. The third place gets 8 points. Fourth place gets 7 points. Fifth place gets 5 points. And seventh place gets 3 points. So, just for your info, for example, last season I almost qualified for playoffs in Guilty Gear Xrd by just signing up and winning one match and grabbing the 7th place points. So if you join all 4 qualifiers, it could be that you actually play so well in the tournaments that you might qualify for playoffs. And with that said, I'm going to mute myself again. Have fun with CSA and Panzer.
Yeah. And hey, you know what they say, you know, in playoffs, anything can happen. As soon as you're qualified, all you got to do is win one match.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Well, with that in mind, let's take a quick look at the bracket before we get into our first match here. We do have some big names, especially if you're at all familiar with the EU Xrd scene. And even if you aren't, you're probably familiar with some of these names anyways, as they also play a lot of Strive and Plus R, respectively, for some of them. And some of them even play KOF. So I don't think we can specifically say any specific players here, but some not more than ones that I want to personally highlight. Of course, we have the guy who got me into commentary. Both of them actually are in the bracket today. We've got Stale Devil, who has been disqualified from his first match as he's still on his way back from work. So we'll have to join him in losers later. Let's hope he can make it out from there. He's starting off on a rough foot. Outside of that, we also have the Dutch Beard of Kratos, God himself, Leapfrog Pacho, a supreme pot player.
I mean, we're here on the 2BCU stream. We're talking the man who won Plus R and GGXrd at Last Dance and Crash.
Yes, he took first place in both, despite hoping to get... I think he just wanted to get top 1 in one of them, and he ended up accidentally winning both because he's just that good.
He's just that cracked.
He is simply cracked. Of course, we also have Fix Me Steve, rollback bringer of good news. Of course, also plays the game, had the opportunity to fight him even after the rollback beta was over. He was still playing on the patch, so definitely someone to look out for. We've also got QK. She is, I want to say, a Finnish Sin player. She hosts both Guilty Gear Strive and now also Guilty Gear Xrd Bounty Hunters events every week to every other week. And we also have the fellow Dane, Psychedelic Pet, another pod player, probably in contention for best player EU along with another player in the bracket. No, never mind. He did not sign in. Never mind. We don't have him here, so we won't mention him. But for now, we do have the first match up for today, which is going to be Leapfrog versus Fix Me Steve.
Here we go. Steve on the side with the Soul Bad guy. I know he was at UFA, but I didn't actually have the pleasure of meeting him. I did have the pleasure of meeting this man, though. Leapfrog, of course, in his classic colors, the white and blue. And here we go to the great gaping hole in the floor that was once Japan. Oh, now that's a Soul player start to a match if ever I've seen one.
Yeah, already starting off with the Riot Stomp, and Leap quickly recovering into the Heat Knuckle. Now let's see, what's the OP? Of course, Pot doesn't really get OP off Heat Knuckle in this game, but calls out the Riot Stomp. Slowly pushes towards the corner, but the burst will reset to neutral. Visible Cannon Viper. Oh, that's a stun! Oh no! That's a death. 6k loops? Yes!
On my life, I have not seen Leapfrog drop these loops. If he's got you in the corner, and those 6ks are on deck, believe you me, you are dead.
Alright, now, one thing to really note about Leap is that, you know, there's different types of pot players. We've got, you know, the calm ones, the ones who just grab at every opportunity. I definitely think Leap falls into the very slow analytical and occasional just throw something out there because it might work.
Yeah, Leap is a very smart pot player, and his you always see on Twitter on his you know, his clips. He's constantly trying out new tech, new ways to improve his pot pressure, his game plan. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was a bit of an awkward confirm, but Trishula counter hit will take it into the 6k loops with burst. Oh no!
And see, that's exactly what I mean. Is even in situations like those, he's always got the right combos on deck, right? The right combos for the right situations. This is GGXrd we're talking about. Characters have different weights and heights and classes, and you can hit them from all kinds of different angles. With Leap, I can almost guarantee he's got a combo for like every situation.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, he'll just make it up. So, one thing I've really noticed is Victor Steve is actually giving him a bit of trouble, mainly on the wake up. It seems that, you know, a lot of our Soul players is a bit of a 50-50 here in EU. We've got someone like Stale who will just DP on your turn. He does not care. Yep. And then we have, you know, the calm, like Nifty, who will just never do anything. And then we have, like, 60 seems to be a bit of an in-between. He gets wild, but he's definitely also showing a bit of restraint. Okay, tries for a reset, but does get the knockdown with Bandit Revolver. Nice call out on the backdash. Oh no!
you look mighty close to busting range. And Leapfrog calls it out. Not gonna let him get away with that 5D on wake up.
Yeah, Leap will definitely call you out if he sees you doing something that's unsafe. Especially something like that.
Yeah. Safe jump setups, backdash is going to get Steve out of there. So Leapfrog now back to square one in terms of approaching the Soul. The backdashes get called out, pushed into the corner. The aerial hits, 6k. Not really going to get much off though. Steve's out of there, 5D tries to open him up. Fafnir coming swinging.
Oh, nice 2D Abare there. Gets the burst heavily. That might actually kill because it's a close slash 2H.
Close slash to H and with the burst, but it's not going to kill.
It's barely not enough. Yeah, nope,
60.
stop it.
Pray the soul away.
And there we see the adaptation from Leap, finally catching the right stomp right at the end with a calculated 6P to win the very first match of XR Challenger League.
Yeah, swift 2-0 for Leap, which I suppose, as expected, you know, Leap definitely one of the top seeds for tonight's bracket, along with well, the likes of Cypet. And I mean, I'd say Steel Devil as well, if not for the fact that he has been swiftly thrown into a loser's bracket run to be made. But here's hoping that he can make it in time, and then we see some action from him in the loser's bracket.
Definitely. So we'll be moving on to the next match, and actually, here's another of my personal top contention for probably top 3 or 4 in EU. Depends a bit on who you ask, but next up we have PETA and Chemical Exposure. Now, PETA is an OG Raven player. We're talking old gamer here.
We're talking remembers Exart sign.
Oh yeah, first version.
First version, yeah.
That definitely someone who, even if he might not, you know you as a player, can probably rely on just the sheer level of experience in just a matchup alone to completely overwhelm you. And PETA is very unusual in his Raven play. A lot of Ravens will just kind of, you know, either sit back and not do anything, or they'll run their head into the ground trying to do something. PETA somehow manages to hit that perfect in between, where it's calculated aggression.
He's now actually not going to be playing the Raven, and switch on over to the Axel, which, you know, I think a lot of words have been spoken about the Axel pot matchup, and I don't think we need many more on it, other than to say it's weighted slightly in Axel's favor.
Yeah, you could say that. Now, this is another one of PETA's subs. PETA subs a lot of characters, but that doesn't, by no means, mean it doesn't laugh the characters he plays. Now, Chemical Exposure is another one of the EU pods. Definitely the one I've heard the least about, mainly because I don't see them at many events. But the flick counter hit will secure them a small combo here. As we go into combo. Oh, IRC, but he calls it out. 6K loops, nice.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, this is what you want from this pot Axel matchup. The moment that you've beaten him into the corner, that is your time to shine. But now PETA, he's made his way out, and it is back to full range pain for Chemical Exposure, trying to think of a way to get past this Axel. He's not going to find it, though. PETA opens him back up in the corner, finishes him off.
Yeah, this is a very weird matchup, because you really, not only do you have to realize that you can't really challenge the buttons at all. There is a small hurt spot at the end of the sickles, but it's not, like, Pot doesn't have the hitboxes to take advantage of it. So stuff like Rensen, I want to say certain other buttons, such as the cross-up, is actually clickable, which is kind of your main way to get something in neutral, other than the big call out on a read.
Yeah.
So far, he is doing a fantastic job of just keeping Chemical at full speed.
Yeah, just mixing up his timings. You know, Chemical Exposure is looking for those flicks, trying to set up the projectile to carry him on in and get at PETA. But PETA perfectly keeps him at range. Just runs the Axel game plan exactly the way that he wants it.
Yeah, and this is how you see it. This, you know, nowadays we talk a lot about Stride. Oh, this is a bad matchup. You want to see a bad matchup? You just go look at +R and that's not even that bad compared to some games.
Yeah, I'd say, you know, Pot and XR, he's got tools. He's got some things he can bust out against Axels. Absolutely not unwinnable, but it is very hard.
Especially against someone like PETA, who is just really knowledgeable and just has these confirmed. Think of that beautiful hit confirm into the super, getting the knockdown, getting back to the screen. Always making sure to really keep Chemical at that range where you want it. Never too close, but not so far away that he starts getting ability to set up a game plan. There's a flick, finally. Nice blitz on the projectile.
The flick rejected, and in the end, despite getting that flick, Chemical Exposure wasn't able to make anything of it. PETA remaining at the exact range that he wants to stay at. He's just in full control of the flow of the game right now, and Chemical Exposure is, you know, hustling, trying to make something of it, but, I mean, look at this.
Yeah, this seems like a bit of a knowledge thing. There's not a lot of axles, especially not good axles left in the EU. There was a lot of them at a time, but Peter's one of the last remaining ones who still plays. You see Sparrowhawk stance coming out. Run up BP. As the Rensen will secure a clean 2-0 from Peter.
Yeah. So that was woo! That was rough.
Yeah,
that was a rough time.
Classic XRd moments, yes.
Yeah, we got the Axel against the pot, and the Axel's going to be taking it. Peter moving on to face Raichu or Raichu in the next match. Meantime, Leapfrog's already taken the 2-0 over QK, and we are moving on, I believe, to Cypet versus Stay Golden, and afterwards we'll have Daver versus KNE. So KNE, of course, the Jam player. I recently actually was able to run some sets against KNE, and you know, I came away from that thinking, hey, you know what? I'm proud of my improvements as a player. I didn't win any.
Definitely.
No, definitely.
Oh no, Kak.
Any, but
I've fought Kak a lot of times. We have a word for him here in EU. Very simply, he will take a reset over a knockdown at any opportunity. Even if he could have killed with an OTG, he'll take the reset.
So you gotta be on guard.
Yeah, you'll be on guard. And if you're one of the people, especially in this game, if you're not familiar with it, air teching in this game is incredibly strong, but there's ways to call it out. And the ways to call it out are typically either very telegraphed or require you to give up something else, such as a knockdown. Because they force the opponent into an air state, then they recover. The issue here is, someone like Kak, who will just hit you
take the reset.
Like, he will take it and he will hit you with the most eldritch reset you have ever seen. Like, something like Puffball, Puffball into Puffball reset from OTG, and you're like, wait a minute, what? Why?
What's
so
happened
if
to
you're
me?
mashing, you're gonna get clapped. You need to know your delay tech, you need to know your neutral techs, you need to be able to just let him get a knockdown and bit extra damage, or know how to beat it.
It's funny that you should say that, because getting called out on air techs is almost exactly what was getting me smoked.
Yeah. That's such a big mechanic. There's so many small things in XRd where it's like, okay, yeah, no, you've learned your combos. Now you gotta learn how to tech. Now you've gotta learn how throws work. Because one little funny note, depending on how you jump, you can only grab below the opponent, and you have to reset the stick to neutral before you can air grab in certain cases. This is super counterproductive,
Yikes.
but you can also OS air throws, which is also just a completely different issue.
So I'm wondering right now where Cypet and Stay Golden are, because they are up next. Oh, we are going to be doing Daver versus KNE first, so we're just waiting for KNE to get into the lobby. I see Leapfrog in the chat. What's up, man? We're doing well.
Hey.
I see you're doing well too.
We're doing fair.
I see you're doing well too. 2020. Running us for now.
Okay, while we wait for this bracket, now there is no excuse to not head into that match Reno and claim some of those codes. In fact,
You've got
I'm
all
gonna go
the
do
time
it.
you need. Oh, you got to do this all, and you too can showcase to the people in the Twitch chat, fellas, boys, girls, kings, queens, and everything in betweens. It really doesn't take very long. It's 30 seconds. You log into the site, you click claim the code, and boom, you are done. And you've just added 25 cents to the prize pool of this amazing XRd event, sponsored by Streamplify, and I forget the abbreviation. LC Power. Am I getting that right? It was up on stream just a second ago. LC Power, there we go. Oh, thank you. Oh. Sponsored by Streamplify and LC Power. I think I could use some of those lamps, because I've just got I've got one spot, and it's like beaming in my face. I'm glad that I have an actor's background degree. I'm used to huge shining lights burning my eyes for hours on time. But you're looking mighty comfortable there, Mr. Kart Surfing Alien. You got some of that Streamplify gear.
Yeah, definitely. It's really working out. This is actually the lowest setting of the brightness they can get to. You can also adjust the temperature. I've tried to somewhat match a little bit of a warmer tone. We don't want to risk looking like a serial killer in here. But to be fair, if you went past the camera, it might look like that. It's definitely, definitely some great quality lights. I actually, I use both of them in here, but I've also used some of them for photography, and they definitely work great for that.
Oh,
So-
nice. I didn't actually, I didn't consider that. I do like taking pictures, but I always feel like a mad scientist when I start trying to figure out all the camera settings on my phone, because I know that some people can take like phone cameras and make incredible pictures with it, and I'm like, all right, I got portrait mode, and what did they do? They put it like upside down, and you got like the roster, you align it with a wall or something. I've seen tutorials of this stuff, but I always feel like a mad scientist.
See, that's why I prefer the old way of doing things. You just grab the bad little, you know, like cheap one-time film cameras, and you just bought those, and you just clicked it, and you didn't care how bad they looked because well.
Because it's not gonna do any better. Man, I remember when me and my family used to go on vacation. We always had like a tiny little photo camera. Me and my brother would just take pictures and videos of everything, everywhere we went. We were influencers before before influencers were a thing. K&E didn't realize he's up. Bro, you're in the chat. We're calling your name.
We've been sitting here talking about you, and maybe we should show the bracket while we wait, just for just.
Yeah, here he is.
For
Okay.
the sake of it. Jesus, I'm sitting here waiting. Okay, here we go.
Jumping straight in, we got Leo versus Jam. These are some guerrilla characters, though. Like, if either side gets going, they get going.
And they get going hard. Now this is both characters with like some weird way of skipping neutral. Jam's is a lot more about just flying in your face and just, you know, hitting you with 50 different things at Mach 50 with great hitboxes. Leo just kind of screws you over by just using your own attacks against you. But so far, it does seem to be K&E who's getting the advantage as he gets a knockdown. Charge the first guard. First is out. Straight in, blitzes the projectile.
It's not over yet.
Oh boy, that is a whiffed flash kick.
See, there's the reset. He had the knockdown. He chooses to go for the reset anyways, just to kill.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, if it's gonna kill, it's gonna kill. K&E looking mad optimal in this first round.
Okay, Diver getting counter hit 6H. The Jam classic. There's the reset of the first one. Nice delay tech to go through the puffball. That's super tight timing to actually get that. Nice block on the 5B though. Oh, big throw. Card charge. Oh.
Yeah,
we're seeing matter.
Seeing some stuff from David here, but K&E definitely gonna immediately throw that one. Who are you running past, my brother? Oh boy, super comes in. Ooh.
That thing deals an abhorrent amount of damage, considering that it isn't even a burst. It just doesn't care.
David definitely not looking hopeless in that round, but K&E also definitely looking stronger.
Definitely. However, never say never. This is GGXrd after all, where the top tiers are considered just barely bad, or where the low tiers are considered just barely worse than the top tiers. So I don't know if I consider it out yet until we're at the end. But oh, dive kick, what a nasty mix.
Oh, I immediately run up with the grab. And K&E looking sharp still. Daver, you have to truly come up with an answer. The burst, get off of me. Into the back turn stance, big counter hit now. And he is loose, trying to mix up. K&E though blocks the cross up once, doesn't block it the second time. He does the corner, tries for a reset, I think. Or it was a drop.
No, that's the actual dust combo, that's a drop.
Ah.
Oh wait, that confirms?
And not that.
Missed the perfect timing. But the BP myth, which will make sure it is over.
Yeah, FK gonna not connect there. Still, Daver got his things going a little bit that round, even if K&E did manage to bring it back again.
One thing I really want to commend Diver for here is actually just recognizing those jank resets as the cross-up hit into a gold burst. Just really recognizing, like, okay, he's trying to reset, I'm not going to tech, I'm going to delay it a bit so that he doesn't get what he wants.
Yeah, exactly. He's been pretty good in dealing with all of the crazy stuff that Kenny is throwing at him. Now, Kenny in a slight life deficit, but he does have Daver exactly where he wants him, in the corner. Oh, there comes a nice hit from Daver. Not going to be super much damage on that JP. But one more opening. Oh, cancel right out of that one, but that is going to be it. A round goes to Daver this time. 1-1 in this game. Daver slowly but surely adapting to KNE's madness. And that 5H has been doing so much for him.
Oh, the parry. That's such an important thing. Like, Jam's parry in this game isn't what you think. It basically has no recovery. And she can attack out of it even if you don't hit it. So you really have to watch out when you do it.
The YC burst to put him back in the corner. The air grab. Probably not the direction that he would have wanted from it, but...
Sometimes you have to make do with what you can get. And this is certainly a matchup where you need to take everything you can get as KNE is slowly chipping away with the super, eating the life. Oh, this grab opportunity as the OTG Puffball will secure a 2-0 for KNE.
Yeah, there you go, 2-0 KNE. A clean victory for him. Daver was, you know, gathering himself up a little bit there, managing to find some answers, especially in the one round he won. And at 5H, like I said, that was doing a lot for him. Carefully zoned and well placed, but KNE, well, basically a human stampede. Like when Jam is hustling across the screen like that and the whole screen shakes, it's got a different air to it when it's KNE coming at you.
It really does. Now, that does mean that we'll be moving on to probably one of my most anticipated matchups of the evening. It's going to be Psychedelic Pet versus Stay Golden.
Yeah, this is an anticipated one for you.
Yeah, because of course I am biased towards, I think it was the Season 4 winner of GGXrd, Pet, and he's a fellow Dane. Of course I'm going to be biased.
Yeah, I mean, Psychedelic Pet, I'm always hyped to see him. Because I love me some Potemkin play. It was on, you know, it was Leapfrog's play and stuff on Twitter that got me to come back to GGXrd. It's where I found my Guilty Gear beginnings. Moved on to Strive for a while, but now I'm back to GGXrd and I'm super in love with the game again. And I love how we have like multiple insane Potemkins in EU, because it's something of a mythical thing to me. When I started with Guilty Gear GGXrd, I had a friend of mine who played a lot more than me, and he told me, I picked Potemkin once, and he was like, look man, I'm going to have to level with you. Potemkin's super bad, you shouldn't play this guy. and so then I see these guys on Twitter and in bracket just going absolutely nuts on this character. That's just hype. Here we go. Sidepet with his, I mean, signature color, you have to say. It's so threatening, the red eyes.
The red eyes, the bright orange signifying danger, incoming missile from half screen away. You're never safe against this man. Just to put into perspective how cold and good this man is. In grand finals, this man taunted mid-combo and still won with the same combo.
Yeah, that's cold. Ice cold. Malva, Stay Golden. Going ham on that Slayer, crossing up.
Which is actually really impressive considering this is a really bad matchup for Slayer. One of the few hot favorite matchups in the entire game. Got Daisuke. Okay.
Here we go now. Oh boy, oh his health bar.
Mortal counter hit, hammer throw into the corner. Trishula YC. And you also go for the 50-50. Oh, that should be it. Yeah, wow. Decides to go for the burst save option.
Pet bringing it all the way back on the back of that danger time. I was gonna say danger time is Potemkin time.
It's the time of the big boys, but right now, Pet seems to have found the groove, just keeping Stay Golden out, grabbing the teleport. Oh, nice backdash cancel, throws him back into the corner. Nope, no 6-piece here at point blank.
Go blocking now in the corner for Pat.
Okay, there's a slide head. Now it's Potemkin's turn.
Little sneaky slide head to get the offense started, but Stay Golden gets out without getting hit. Now starts his offense again. Dashes past him and opens him up. Oh, there you go. right past him, into the corner, has to hold this. YRC keeps getting more hits. Burst on the side of Pet to stay alive. Now, though, oh boy, the health bar is getting low on Stay Golden. Doesn't that
unblockable?
Yep. The unblockable is nasty.
Actually, I don't think it was unblockable in that range. I think it was actually just a low.
I'm not sure. Leap calls it an unblockable, and he knows a little more about Potemkin than I do.
It was the unblockable, so oh right, yeah, because if you time the RC right, you don't overlap hitboxes, which means it becomes, yeah, it's frame 1, right, yeah. Okay, yeah, and that's why this matchup is scary. A lot of Slayer's stuff kind of relies on either giving up plus frames or limiting your options. And if you give up your plus frames, you're giving up your safety towards the 3-frame command grab.
Yeah, only if it's as fast as that, but wouldn't you know it? Now the armor is gonna work out for that hammer fall, the side switch.
Trishula reset.
The Trishula to call
and
out.
stunned.
Oh my days. The call out on the air dash from that Trishula was nasty.
Just new. Psychic friend pet. Now the slide head calls out the backdash. That's another reason this matchup really isn't that great for Slayer, because Potemkin's hitboxes aren't great, but they linger. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Okay, though, gets a hit. That might be what you need to get started. Oh, cross up bird shot. He wasn't blocking. That's super sick. 2H will get it. Okay, so for those who don't know, that thing is frame 1 unblockable. You have to block before it happens. So he did cross up burst right into danger time on the round start. This matchup, bro.
Third danger time of the set, by the way.
Uh-oh. Looks like, you know, danger time can be great if you're ready for it, but it can be confusing. Nice! Good backdash cancel to get out of the 5H. The butt of justice is going to take it back round in Potemkin's favor. The 6H, this might stun with 6K loops.
That pickup.
It doesn't need to kill him. Does it kill him?
Doesn't need to stun. He's dead.
No, it might. Wow. This thing is scaled. This thing is scaled. Okay, no, it did kill.
Wow. Pet looking a little too clean.
That was, I swear that would have been within like such a small amount of health of whether or not that would have killed. Pet staying true to his old title and staying optimal. Moving on to semifinals in winner's side.
By the way, I do want to make mention that Still Devil did indeed show up in time and won his first loser set, so he's going to be up against PETA, who got sent down by Raitsu.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so definitely not in accordance with your predictions, which means that Sidepad is going to be up against Raitsu next. But first, we're going to have K&E versus Leapfrog, duking it out in the Twitch chat just a moment ago. Because Leapfrog, wholesome man that he is, was doling out, you know, hey, have fun, good luck, you know,
cheering K&E on.
Yeah, and he said, I'm gonna send you the losers.
Famous last words.
We'll have to see who had the right of it.
Would really do. Yeah, so as we are moving into the upper end, we are going to have a quick little 2-minute ad break before we start this one. So while you're watching that, go do the Matcherino on the side. Once again, we've already shown it only takes 30 seconds, so we'll be right back after this quick ad break. All right, welcome back everybody to the second half of Guilty Gear Xrd Qualifier. Once again, my name is CSA and I am here with Panzer today. We've had a explosively packed bracket already, and you're about to join us for the top part of this bracket.
How many danger times was that last set?
Oh, it was a lot. I want to say 2 or 3.
Also, I want to direct people's attention to the chat in here. Kaney and Leapfrog been Kaney testing Leapfrog, saying he was bluffing earlier, but that was actually a lie. There was no bluff there. They're gonna go right at it. Kaney trying to send Leapfrog into losers, and Leapfrog trying to protect that perfect run that he's been making thus far.
Definitely, let's see if he can keep the record clean as we head into the first game of winners semifinals. Or no, sorry, this is winners top 8. Oh, okay, it's just because challenge has the weird way of writing it.
Here we go. You should fully commit.
Letting the intros rock as always. Leap, if you've watched this stream, loves his intros. Rolling up a cig.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you should fully commit is basically his catchphrase at this point.
Definitely is. Already, we're seeing basically both of them showing a lot of respect, but it is Leap who will get the first corner of the match. As now you have to hold that Potemkin pressure, trying to call out some IADs, but they weren't there.
So Leap, a nice backdash, keeping him away from the jab pressure. YRC off the Hammerfall keeps it going.
Accidental back Mega Fist there. I think that was meant to be a Potemkin buster, but the side switch screwed it up. Now it's K&E's turn to run the pressure. Nice splits. Oh no!
Nice rejection, but a little too early on that pop buster.
Now, this is definitely... Yeah, that's a reset. Oh, the cross-up!
And he blocked it. He held it. Not gonna hold the grab, though. All
that might actually kill.
Yeah,
it will.
Alright, there we go. Right back in.
2P on counter hit. Oh yeah, that IAD, you have to show the jams that you do not get hit by that. Otherwise they will just... It's kind of like Answer, they will just infinitely IAD loop you to reset pressure.
Yeah, until you start doing something about it. Oh, a nice
6P. The burst on the ICPM. Nice. Gets the YRC throw.
Chases him with a big throw.
Oh, that's a good hit.
Get out of there before Nalvo. Again, the chase with the air throw. Leap. Looking good with those. Keeping K&E in the corner, but that 6B not going to work out for him. PRC to get to the ground. The pressure is on Leapfrog's side, and he's going to get the hit that he needs to pick up a round of his own and make him 1-1. Even Stevens.
It really is even Stevens. Now, there's the slide head immediately setting the pace right into Leapfrog's hands, catching a jump out. There's a counter 2H, it's going to be a lot of damage, that might even stun.
Oh wow, he got the pickup in the corner there with the big 6K. Oh no! Drop though in the end.
That's such a sad thing to see. You hit the entire hard part of the combo and then you drop the jump cancel.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
Damn, alright. Now, back to neutral. Of course, this is still within basically one touch range for K&E. The backdash. Trying to catch a burst that wasn't there. Still gets the confirm though. Now, one more hit should do it. Nice jump out on the pot buster. Back into neutral. Can he get it?
Tried to go for that Potemkin classic 2P buster.
Bro, that confirm was actually sick.
Ooh,
nice good blitz.
Yeah,
and the low.
The meaty 5K gonna nab Leapfrog this first round, but boy did he have to work for it. K&E within inches of taking this first game.
Yeah, definitely not an easy matchup. Especially since these players have definitely fought a lot before, so it's definitely some player knowledge going on here as well.
Oh, nice. The backdash is nice. The grab is not quite the back grab that I think he might have wanted, but going to get him to turn anyway. 5H, keep her at range. The IAD is going to work out. Burst, get off from me. Don't want to deal with this jab stuff.
Definitely doesn't want to deal with jam whatsoever. The 6K, no cancel there. Might have been a missed charge move, but it's going to give Noob Expert a chance to anti-air, but immediately gets thrown back into the corner. No burst bait this time though, as we go back, a dive kick hitting with the RC, pushing Leap into the corner here, taking the full confirm on heavyweights.
Yeah, I mean, even then, it's not going to deal super much damage, but K&E gets another opening here in the corner. This corner looking a little bit nasty for Leap. The backdash does not get punished by RC, trying to grab these jumps. Leapfrog really looking for something with these YRCs, but it's going to be K&E who finds something in the end. The 6P vote, Trishula.
Oh, the 6K attempting to grab it. That should kill.
It sure will.
We haven't seen a whole lot of Potemkin busters here, but instead just the confirms of random hits, which is such an important skill for pot players to have.
You're going to make the most of every hit you get with a character like this. And Leapfrog definitely does the counter throw this time, immediately burst, thrown back into the corner. YRC is going to be enough for K&E to get in there, and now he gets the party started. Meaty pressure in the corner, Leapfrog gets to jump out. The backdash, punished today.
Oh, counter hit 2H. That, oh no, just barely whiffed. Okay, well it's still a lot of stun. One more hit could be it, but with K&E now taking the reins, that looks to be a distant future.
Well, I might argue an impossible one. The backdash is nice, but doesn't get much from it, and there's exactly what you were talking about earlier, the air tag getting called out.
Oh, interrupting the final frames of the slide hit where it isn't armored. Putting them back in the contention for getting a round off here.
Crowd start 6H, dash up, buster. Must be so close to stun right about now, but it's not quite gonna happen. K&E manages to scramble his way out of there.
Blitz?
Blitz, it's nice.
Go burst to get back away. What an air blitz! The unblockable blocks it correctly, doesn't get grabbed on the blitz, miraculously escaping the heat knuckle. And now, looking a bit harsh for Leap as he's slowly getting pushed into the corner. Counter hit after counter hit is coming out. The butt of justice actually clashing. Oh!
That backdash. Oh!
And this is what we talked about with Leap. He will just commit to one option. And just completely bamboozle with you. He commits. He always fully commits.
You should fully commit. Oh, oh, that backdash. I felt my heart lurch.
I remember, the record scratch.
I remember talking with Leap at UFA about that pod backdash. And he was like, I love that backdash. That is 20 frames of pure bliss. 20 frames of no worries.
Yeah, I think it's 19 frames of invul and 1 frame of recovery.
Honestly, that backdash, you could play Chariots of Fire. As Spot just jump away. 20 frames of pure horror.
Yeah, depending on which end you're on.
Depending on which end you're on, yes.
Alright, now it is time for Pet versus Retsu. Now, that's not a name I recognize, and considering PETA was sent to losers...
It's a name apparently that we should start recognizing.
Write it down, folks. We might be seeing a new face pop in, or an oldie returning, I don't know.
Here we go, both side pets. Armoring through that, right to on the Leo. Nice colors, I don't think I've seen these before. He's got the Sweden swords.
He does, actually, yeah. Ironic considering he's finished. Or they are finished, let's not assume here.
The 5D gonna fully connect the double heat knuckle. Trishula, invisible pressure, but though Retsu was able to hold that, he's not gonna be holding that that pop buster.
Fought him yesterday, they're good, but not as good as Pet. I mean, that's a tall order to ask, to be fair. Okay, now, already another pot buster. Look at the meter gain.
His health.
And that's a stun. Or it might not be, actually. No, it is!
Oh, no, it is.
That's a touch of death.
Oh, my word, Pat. Wow.
And perhaps now you understand why this man can afford to taunt in the grand finals and still somehow manage to pull out a win.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One.
This is how he should be. Never takes anything away from my games. Yeah. Nah, don't knock yourself, Leap. You two have very different play styles.
At least dominant that round.
Okay. Using that to push out, but actually push himself out a bit too far. Such a great use of flicker and FD, like flickering FD to not spend all your meter, but still getting the moments where you want to IB and the moments where you want to FD. Pet is super knowledgeable on defense, and it's paying off, especially against Leo.
Those Just Guards were nice. The blitz on the side of Reitsu is nice as well. He's certainly holding his own here. The FK gets called out by the backdash. Now he's in trouble. YRC Trishula, he holds it though. Blocks that. The butt of Justice is not going to do it for Pet. Still trying to get through this guard now. JK gonna nearly do it. The backdash keeps him safe, but there it is, the 5H. Just enough range. Retsu takes his first round off Pet.
Impressively enough, managing to take a round somehow, but now Pet looking for revenge. You see the safe jumps coming out, forced to burst Pet back to full screen, immediately rushing back in, whiffing a DP on the backdash.
Those flash kicks are getting called out. Pet is not fooled at all by them.
Definitely not a player who's going to be fooled. That's a stun, but he could also just kill instead.
It could be a stun, but what if we just kill?
Yeah, why go for the hard combo? We can just take the easy one. The delay 2D, but Pet not being fooled, calmly blocking it all, and now not even falling for the J, for the back turn H, the only not throw involved besides the S. Oh, the Blitz Wars.
Blitz Wars gonna go the way of Pet. 6K loops in the corner. Oh, there's a nice grab.
Nice backdash.
Those backdashes are doing so much for Pet. 20 frames of pure horror.
That was a risky 6H, but gets away with it right through now. Clinging on for dear life. Nice throw. But it is Pet with the meter advantage.
Yeah, well, Retsu not done yet though. He's dangerous.
Oh, that was actually a really good air IB, but the RC keeping safe. Now time to punish. Using RC to keep another safe here. Catches!
Yo, he got the hit! And the round goes to Retsu. Only barely. He had to... I mean, fitting for a man playing Lion. He fought... playing Leo, he fought like a lion for that win.
Really did.
Sticking with it the whole way through. Now Pet, round start 2P. That is the Potemkin. I would like to win this round start interaction, please, button.
Can you please give me some plus frames on round start instead of just pain? Oh, gets called out.
Just Guard Podbuster. You know how it is.
Yeah, you do not want to have that 2D IB. It's almost no matter what you follow up, I'm fairly sure Pod just grabs you.
He's been so good at blocking these Trishula, these like setups for Trishula pressure.
Oh, right, air grab.
Ready on the air grab. Just a sliver of health on the side of Retsu, and it's not going to be enough. The butt of Justice brings him back down to earth.
The burly heart in the ass cheeks of Pot. Now, 6H counter hit. That should be a stun. No, okay, just goes for reset instead. That's basically death, yeah. But the burst is out. Nah, nope, you can't do that. You got one round, but no more.
Wow. Least dominant Pet round.
Pet just sailing past, saying, alright, enough playing around. Full power.
Full power indeed. Full commitment.
Was very impressive. Now, unfortunately, as we see in the losers bracket, if we take a quick look at it here, as we are going to move to the losers side now. I'm not sure if we have it up on screen yet, but I can at least tell you how it stands. Yeah, it is PETA versus Stay Golden. Unfortunately, that does mean Stale didn't make it past this little stint in losers, but PETA will get another chance at glory. And then next after that, as you were about to say, it is QK versus Diver.
The KOF player. So now we got PETA, so we can get some of that PETA Raven up on the stream.
Yeah, no more Axel. This isn't the pot match.
Raven versus Slayer. Get ready to rock.
Now, this is not a matchup I've seen a whole lot of.
Heaven or hell. Duel.
So this is going to be interesting to see. I presume it's a bit hard for Slayer to get in because Raven is not exactly easy to pin down, along with Stance kind of being a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, for now, though, Stay Golden bravely diving in there. It's got him in the corner.
Oh, counter hit power bunker. That's going to be a great start to this set, though. Very much in Stay Golden's favor here. The excitement is slowly building for PETA, though, so any hit is going to be a lot of damage.
It's getting up there now. Just a look at what you were talking about. Slayer's health bar just draining swiftly with that one combo.
There it is. That should actually kill. That might kill with Hellfire. The guts crush of a god. Nope, okay, we weren't at level 3, so it wasn't actually what I thought it was. But deals a abhorrent amount of damage, even more the higher excitement he is, allowing PETA to claw it back from the brink of destruction.
Duel. All or nothing. Counter.
Here we go now. That projectile constantly keeping Stay Golden at a distance. But he finds his way in. His dashes have been clean. He's been doing a good job getting PETA to that corner and actually ensuring a position from which he can run his Slayer game plan. The air-to-air now, it's nice. Great combos. That just means that it's true.
Slightly mistimed there on the Helter Skelter YRC, allowing PETA to throw out. Now, one thing to take note of here was the backdash into Stance, catching the backdash OS. Just slowly building up excitement for you trying to do something to Raven, which is super scary. This is definitely a character that can get into your head where it feels like almost no matter what you do, they're just winning with their game plan. They want you to hit them, which is very counterproductive when looking at it, but it allowed PETA to make a solid connection here with the command grab into a combo to finish this first round off in style.
You know what I love about this matchup is that whoever wins turns into a tiny flying creature on the win screen.
Oh yeah, true.
None of these guys stick around. They're all looking to get out of here as soon as they win.
Oh, nice.
Big whiff button here. Chance for Stay Golden, but now he gets put into the corner and pressured on.
One thing to note about the orb there is that the corner is the one place where ground orb is actually scary because, yeah, sure, you can anti-air if he does, like, glide, but you're still opening yourself up to potentially hitting the orb depending on what anti-air you choose. But Stay Golden remaining calm, a little too far away for the 2S to link in there. Oh, a reversal super, that will kill, I'm almost certain.
I don't think there's level 3 excitement once again. So
no, damn.
Not actually kill.
I keep thinking it's higher. Then again, I play Answer, so I'm used to not having a health bar.
You're used to just dying.
You get hit by that thing and you're like, alright, next round. Oh, 5H though. Once again, 5H just doing work for Raven players. That button is juiced.
Jeez, I sure hope my button isn't too cracked. The button. Oh, the blitz. It's nice, and PETA now looking way more confident than he was in that previous round.
Oh, the nasty. That's such a nasty 50-50 mix. Basically unseeable if he gets it set up.
And there we go, back in. Stay Golden's been doing well so far, but that last round was looking a little grim for them.
Oh, YRC stance, yep. It was your hit, but now it's mine. Nice blitz, though. Full confirm. Into side does. Double pile bunker. Or are we just going to take the knockdown? Nope, tries for a reset guess, but there was none.
Yeah, tries for a reset, but instead finds PETA just swinging. All the same, I think Right.
Oh,
He's this
this
close,
is not,
but
that might actually kill.
oh, that was so much damage, and it is indeed going to kill. Man, how many times in this set did Peter go all the way down to like a sliver of health and then absolutely annihilates Stay Golden with the excitement?
I mean, that's Raven, right? Like you keep
That's
thinking,
Raven
oh,
for
I've
you.
got him pinned down. It's fine. He's about to lose. Then he hits you with a counter hit super or something, and you just like, where did my health bar go? Like he's not a character you think of when you think of a lot of damage. And to be fair, he doesn't deal a lot of damage. But when he gets consecutive hits going, it racks up quick. But we'll be moving straight into QK versus Diver. Of course, QK, been playing this game for quite a while, was one of the best Sin players back when I first started playing. Certainly excited to see what she brings in this time around.
Yeah, here we go now. The blonde boy himself, Sin, against the Lion King, Leo. Let's rock. In we go.
Now, this is definitely a matchup where Stahlwirbel and like Leo's super Stahlwirbel and his two projectiles really come in handy because Sin doesn't have any bona fide way of beating multi-hit projectiles.
And I mean, therein lies the incredible strength of Leo in this game, especially, right? It's the fact that when he needs to, he can actually just play the fireball game, and he's quite good at it.
It's definitely very good, but Diver starting off strong here, as QK seems to be struggling to find her footing.
Here we go to
First
FK
DP.
off the bat.
Oh, good mash, realizing it wasn't meaty into the confirm. 3K, 6H, the real Sin stream you'll ever see. As the confirm comes out, Burst Save version 2 double charged, knockdown with 2H2. Yep.
Look at that damage. And David
And
is
a
just,
cross up. That should be it.
David looking a little dead. The super comes out all the way at the end. Wow.
2-hit game. QK
That's
just
it.
being optimal.
Yeah, we keep it optimal.
And there we have the 6P of the gods, a blessed anti-air, but this time it was Leo's trade in favor. Tries to call out a wake-up mash, but there was nothing. Calls out on the charge though, has to burst to get back to full screen. And there we see it.
I love what we just saw from Daver's offense. Try to wake up mash check with the counter, sees no mashing, and then immediately says, "Okay, you're not gonna mash? Then I'll swing with the meaty. Give me my turn." How about QK keeping it optimal again? The combo is simply
Dane.
never end.
Yep, that's super hard to see. I believe it's actually a fuzzy setup for Voltic Dane. But the backdash YOC is going to bring in Diver within an inch of their lives, but now it's QK's turn to block. Nice mash! Oh my god.
The mash is good, man. When he got that air pro, I was thinking Diver might actually just take this.
Yeah, I was also about to think like Chip or something is just gonna end this because what a lot of people end up getting thrown in on low health, and then they just kind of either panic mash or they don't mash at all. They're like, oh no, I don't want to mash, and then they get thrown or just get chipped out. QK showing that she's not vulnerable to that. Oh my god, was that a clash of DPs?
I think so. Either way, it's gonna work out in Diver's favor. Look at QK now, just bleeding health, no burst on deck, and staring down the big monkey himself.
Oh my god!
What was that?
The disrespect! You could have killed her like 3 times. Come on. Okay, but the command is gonna do it.
Yeah, he's gonna get it in the end, but it would have been honestly, genuinely really funny if he lost that round.
Would have been deserved for sure, but now QK taking revenge with the max damage combo into Voltic Dane setup. What's it gonna be? Where's the burst? Is he gonna save it for the next round?
I feel at this
One more.
point that he just might.
The Voltic Dane, another mix. Delayed overhead.
Yeah,
He
another
does.
hit here.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna hold on to his burst for the next round, because, I mean, he was staring a perfect down in face. That was not going to be happening anymore. Now, though, what did you save the burst for? If this was all that was gonna come out of it, the flash kick gets blocked as well, and QK is in control of this final round now.
Yeah, knockdown, E. Oh, the cross up once again. That was the exact same sequence that won QK their first round, and it's gonna win them their second one. Just barely. Nope, not quite enough meter build. One more shot for Diver.
And
But
there
the
we go.
Beat Driver, just mash it.
That was too big a hill to climb.
Damn, unfortunate.
2-0 for QK, which means it will be the end of Daver's run in this tournament. But even though we only saw them lose twice on stream, I think they were pretty impressive.
It was really impressive. Now, that does mean we'll be moving on to one of two matches. I'll have to hear which one is first here. Alright, Noob Expert versus PETA. Now, this is another one I have seen played before, and this is another two players who are very familiar with each other. They faced each other before in weeklies or in other seeded tournaments here in the EU, but certainly not a matchup I ever get bored of, because both of these players are just really, really good.
When they're good like that, you know, it doesn't get boring to watch very quickly. Here we go now, PETA getting in here. And K&E surely I mean, maybe K&E is still in the Twitch chat.
Once again, just not listening and just... oh, wait, it's my turn?
Yeah, paging Mr. Noob Expert. It is indeed your turn.
It is indeed. Alright, while we wait, go claim some of those Matcherino codes while I refuel to remember to stay hydrated. It's important.
It is important. In fact, I forgot to bring some water here. I see that K&E is here now, though, so I'm gonna hold it down. And I'm switching to cabs real quick. K&E on the player 1 side, PETA on the player 2 side. Here we go.
Blaming the TO, as usual.
How dare. Forgot my UFA bottle? I didn't forget my UFA shirt, at least.
Damn, not out here repping.
I am out here repping. I got a UFA shirt on.
Alright, here we go. Let's rock indeed. Noob Expert already forcing the burst out from PETA really early on. Strong start, but PETA is immediately recovering, slowly pushing Noob to the corner. Now, the scratch confirmed into the orb. Full excitement. Uh-oh.
Boy. They spent their burst, they said, alright, now give me the round. I spent my burst, that means I win the round, right?
That's apparently what it seems to mean to them, and it worked out. Tried for the fake command grab setup, but the immediate wake-up 6-8 from K&E was just too unpredictable. Absorbs all 3 hits. Full excitement, this combo's gonna deal a lot. Oh, okay. Maybe attempted burst bait?
He absorbed all 3 of those hits and then got all that health back after all. So this is a tough situation for K&E, who's now going to take so much damage off just that one little air combo.
Yeah, this is what makes Raven so scary. He might not be that scary on its own, but then when he gets that excitement built up, even the smallest hit, no matter how short the combo, is going to deal quite a lot of damage. Nice! IBs the entire thing and grabs K&E for trying something. Oh, that... yeah, has to burst.
Has to burst or this game was simply over, but the grab is good again. PETA is sharp with the grabs, the projectile keeps the pressure high. And K&E not ready for PETA to keep up like that.
That is so weird. Like, that's another thing in Xrd you have to get used to is air unblockables, especially when so many characters are just built or have a specific button that are built to catch jump outs.
Yeah. You know with K&E that the air teching is an important sort of thing. You gotta watch out for those resets. Now though, PETA still in the driver's seat for this set.
Oh, nice. Good dash through, blocks the burst. That should be a combo. Oh no, whiffs it. Those are surprisingly hard. Like, considering the kind of character Jam is, you wouldn't expect her to have such technical combos, but she actually does.
Yeah, she definitely does. Okay, and Evo. The one to try on getting those right.
Oh, there you go. Tried to mash with 5H, got caught on the Dragon YRC.
That's not gonna work out. Wow, what a heroic burst that was, and it's not gonna work out because you burst, and within a second, you're actually dead.
Okay, this is what you want, though. As I say that, immediately PETA pushing back, calling out the parry every single time. No fear whatsoever. Double scratch into Tiger Nug, not blocking.
Yeah. And at this point, what really is there to fear for PETA? Tear straight through K&E, despite despite the obvious strengths of K&E. PETA ready for it.
PETA finally living up to my expectations, it seems.
We're gonna have Raid 2 versus QK up next, but now I am actually going to get some water.
Oh, gotta go get hydrated now, do we?
Staying hydrated is highly important.
It definitely is. Now, while we wait for that to happen, once again, I just want to reiterate, do go check out that Matcherino, whether it's for this one, or even just doing the Matcherino for the entire event. Go do them. They take 30 seconds. We've already shown it. We've both done it while here on commentary. So, come on. It's free money. Why wouldn't you take it? There's Raitsu. Now, this is another Leo matchup for QK, so this is going to be very interesting to see if she can deal with it once again. Oh.
And I'm back just in time.
Definitely. Now, let's see how QK once again deals with it, using the Beat Driver multi-hits to get a knockdown and eat. Oh, gets hit by the overhead, bursts out, chooses to spend it early, mashing on a very scary spot. Hits the overhead. Uh-oh. Don't think she expected to get a counter hit there, but the Voltic Dane confirm.
Yeah, QK here trying to tear through our whole supply of Leo players.
That was nasty.
Yeah, gets a good start for it. In
this, the super simply just eats your input, so you can't TP.
It's very smart. In this Finland showdown.
Oh no! Look at the damage. Luckily for Raitsu, there was already low calories, so the damage wasn't too bad. Oh, that was such a nasty mix. I wouldn't have blocked that. Another round. Oh, the ball stick didn't come out, but the ball stick did once again!
Wow.
That Rising JD is just so strong.
Anime Pro Tag rounds.
You might be the king, but I'm the son of one.
I'm pretty sure those are explicitly less powerful than the king.
No. Remember, next generation always beats the old one.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I forgot the anime rules. You're right.
Alright, counter hit 2D.
Yeah, put him down, try to get the offense started, but QK to get out that burst was certifiably not it. Not gonna be huge damage though, it's a very skilled hit. Boy, is he getting bullied by this range right now.
Definitely seems that unlike Diver, Raitsu isn't as familiar with the Sin matchup. Okay, nice little run up there for the stagger pressure. Just beak drivering again and again. RC the beak driver into an air throw. Delay JD!
Wow. Now QK is cooking right now. Raitsu's trying to get into the kitchen. Gonna have to see if QK is gonna let him in or not.
Double eats to really get those calories. That's a big counter hit. A little too far away. What? Okay, I know I got hit.
Yeah. And you got hit too, Chad.
And the side switch on the combo to put them back into the corner. Burst! Blade! QK is cooking, on fire. And another Voltic Bane, yeah. One more mix. Dead angle's out though. And the air grab. Oh my god. Complete dominance.
From QK here. Yeah, just sends one Leo out and sends the next Leo out.
Get those kings out of here. Move over for the new one. For the new queen of losers bracket. But
are we going to be moving on to PETA QK, or are we first going to be seeing? All right, we're first moving on to the losers semifinals. PETA versus QK, the winner of which will be fighting the loser of Leapfrog Pet, the big pot showdown.
Definitely looking forward to that, but I'm also looking forward to this current one. Who's going to be the dominating force in losers? Who is going to get that elusive top 3 placement?
I mean, QK and PETA have both been in losers since round 3 and have both simply proven to be built different.
Definitely strong. Now the question is, are they strong enough to defeat each other, respectively?
Respectively, definitely not.
Definitely say this is going to be interesting. I do think this is one of the matchups where Raven has a bit of a harder time moving around because Sin actually has better buttons with equally good range.
Yeah, and that's not often that Raven has to deal with that kind of thing. But this is PETA we're talking about. He has fought Sins before, and he will fight Sins again.
Definitely. As someone who has experienced the original versions of Sin, I'm sure this one is a lot less of a pain to deal with. So far, we seem to be on even ground. Both very careful, the first big anti-air of the game, but immediately paid back by PETA. Bursts out. Nice little cheeky eat there.
Yeah, managed to get the cheeky eat in there. Even with PETA knocking on the doors, trying to get that offense going. And he has it now, though, in the corner. Pressure's on, but a nice challenge from QK forces the burst out from PETA. Now with a projectile YRC, it's all being used just to keep this pressure up. QK with another nice challenge running out, but the turn goes back to PETA again. Counter conversion.
Nice little run. Oh, but the 2P is just too strong. I definitely like what I saw.
Yeah, either one of these guys could definitely take it. QK, you know, she's challenging really well despite PETA's, you know. Oh, stands up.
That's a bit of an issue, especially when you're just out of that range where you can just quickly run up and FD cancel. Because you're so far away that he might recover in time, which is really risky. Now it's a long-range battle.
I see QK fishing with those huge flag pokes.
Not working out so far, though, as the low hitting and the burst safe setup will secure PETA this first round cleanly in the driver's seat.
And PETA's looking so strong right now. Might have been sent to losers first, but definitely playing like a winner. Now QK has a nice round start. The stance is going to work out. Excitement gets built. But another hit for QK. Burst has to come out from PETA, trying to keep his health at least a little bit intact. I mean, Raven doesn't mind losing some, but you know, he has plans with that health.
To be fair, this is a character that has a deceptively weird health bar. He has a low defense rating, so he takes a lot of damage early on in the life bar, but he has really good guts. Oh, nice call out on the air blitz, though. QK has to burst out, but that might just barely be it. No! The low hit sum on the JH wasn't enough. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that is tragic.
PETA gets away with it again. Long round for him. And a set point in trying to send QK out of the losers brackets this vote. So good round start for QK. So with that purple life immediately chipped away.
Yeah, that orb really proving difficult to deal with. Even if you go under it, it's hard to confirm into anything when it's right above you. Oh, nice. Good use of the RC there to keep safe. Has to eat. Calling out the backdash. Late delay JD. Good block by Peter though. Both of these players proving to be the first actually able to block each other's mix-ups, but Peter is just too damn good.
Peter simply built different. Despite all those times the QK was coming close, the QK was starting to put things together, it ended up all in the favor of Peter.
It's a great showing by QK. 4th place is still very commendable, and it still builds up a lot of points, right? Just even finishing in top 7, exactly. As Sinjil stated, just is more than enough to usually net you a high placement in these.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a waste at all, because this is a whole season. So playing and placing, getting that top 4, that is points. And I see you in the chat, Super Jig. What's up?
What you got now, we got Super Jig there.
The big pot showdown coming in. Psychedelic Pet versus Leapfrog Pacho.
Yeah, and as usual, right before that, though, we are going to run a quick ad. So this is a very quick one. Be back in a minute. But that also means you have one last opportunity to go do that match arena before Grand Finals. Go do it. We'll be right back afterwards. Alright, welcome back to the winners finals of GGXrd qualifiers. My name is CSA. I'm still joined by Panzerpan as we are about to head into one of the most action-packed matches of the night.
We got Pet, we got Leapfrog. You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
someone's
purple
getting
versus
busted.
purple. Someone's getting busted and somebody's getting set to losers, but to figure out who that's going to be, we will be going in. And I do believe now that we are in finals, it is now first to 3.
We're going to be seeing some first to 3 action. The 2 scariest pot colors you could possibly see in your GGXrd game. And the very first hit goes to Pet. Gets the pressure started and the big Mega Fist gets called out. Standing slash. Corner time. Backdash works out for Leapfrog.
Definitely. I also really like the auto timing, using the 2K to auto time the slide head. Hammerfall into Hammerfall, calling each other out. RC just flying everywhere. Seeing a lot of attempts at catching jumps. The Mega Fist working out for Pet more than it does for Leap for now. Nice blitz!
That blitz was so clean. Not quite going to work out. And the first buster of the set going to Psychedelic Pet. The backdash.
Oh, super close. All the meter used just to keep the backdash safe, but the fire age will end it. Staying really close so far.
Staying close, if slightly in the advantage of Pet, but here comes Leapfrog now with a first buster of his own. And what's the pressure going to be like? Tries with the 6K, but Pet is ready to immediately check him. With that low, the big flick, it whiffs, slide head on the side of Leapfrog now. Into the corner. That is the issue when you're dealing with a mirror of 2 guys who know this character so well. There is little trickery your character has to offer that the other guy isn't gonna know about.
Oh, nice timing on the hammer fall there, catching the final few frames of armored slide head. Has to RC there, missing the combo, but works out. Doesn't confirm that final hit though. As now it's roughly equal in health, but nice air blitz though. Oh, what a call out!
I think that was Leap trying to reset, trying to get something cheeky, but in turn, it's Pet who's going to be doing
6H counter hit. That's big.
Oh,
the
the
5D.
He gets blocked. The slide head.
Uh-oh, yeah. No, you were not getting out.
I mean, that is damned if you do and damned if you don't.
You gotta try.
Here we go, though. Definitely closer
Heaven or hell. Duel.
than I'm sure Leapfrog himself would have said in the chat.
Now, one thing to note about these two players is not only are they incredibly good at the game, but ironically, this goes for basically every pot player. They seem to be some of the nicest people you can ever meet within the GGXrd community. Like, just pillars of positivity, both of them. What a flick on the slide head, though.
Oh, the backdash is nice, but he gets grabbed by Pet afterwards.
Oh my god, Pet is just getting in his head.
There we go, nice blocks, gets hit by the 2 Devo. Not going to be hit by any of this. So just trying to hold it. He's got no way to challenge. There he goes, the big flick, the counter hit. Some pressure now on the side of Leapfrog, but Pet, the immediate call out on the Buster. Where are you hammer falling?
He really just called out 6K Hammerfall with a pot buster. I can't.
That's how it is.
Turn up the heat.
What a round start interaction though. Now Pet just one round away from taking the second round. The flick counter hit's gonna get a good start towards that. It's really funny seeing both of these characters have issues with getting in range and just getting a bunch of single hits they can't confirm. Good burst there though.
Oh, that was a nice answer to that flick. More answers to the flick. Leapfrog looking a little more comfortable in this round. A nice low blitz going to keep him with the air throw, and into the corner he goes. Pet now looking to finish this off, but a blitz from Leapfrog is going to keep him off again. The big 2H lands. Nice air blocks. Leapfrog.
Nice, finally.
Here.
Good on Leap for not jumping there. Pet calling out wrong, getting grabbed into a combo. One more hit for either one is going to do it here. The guts might save them from a few small hits, but any big hit is going to be it. Oh, the 2D just barely not confirming. ICP MRC.
Launching himself in. Oh, the 5-5. That's gonna get that hit. And Leapfrog now looking down 2-0. But he can still do it. He's getting closer and closer, and if he keeps that momentum going, then we will have a set on our hands.
We really do. Both of these guys just showing off insane knowledge. The JD, yeah, sure, you can do the butt of justice, but can you recover in time? Nice, using the Mega Fist to get over the slide head when you realize you're a little too late on the jump. It is frame 1 off the ground. What a blitz on the flick.
Yeah, the blitz is ready, and all these blitzes that you've been seeing, you know, as much a sign of as any that these two guys know each other super well. They know well. But right now, Pet knowing him a little bit better.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate issue. You have to use the armor to get in, but you don't have the health to do it.
Turn up the heat.
You never thought of blitzing that? Yeah, I mean, only pot players will be able to deal with their own crap. As much as we like to say these two are great guys, I mean, every pot player has had the moment of, you know, oh yeah, no, you don't want to check, you have to IB 6K to beat it, and then they do the counterplay to UIBing it, and you go, wait a minute.
You're gonna say, hold on now, you told me that I was supposed to do that. Oh,
Yes! Yes! Yes, the touch of respect. I love it.
The Flick Wars. Yeah, these two guys might start thumb wrestling.
Oh, but Pet will take it 3-0. That's the kind of stuff I like to see from that. Oh, that was great.
What a finish indeed. A 3-0 from Pet, being the absolute menace on Potemkin that we know him to be. So Leapfrog
Really?
gonna head on over to the losers brackets, where he is gonna be facing down PETA in our next first of 3 for the right to run it back against Pet.
Definitely now. Pet living up to his top level seeding, and as we called, Leap and PETA both being here in the finals. Everything is as it should be, as we get to see probably some of the best players in EU duke it out. Like, this isn't something you get to see every day.
Well, we're missing, you know, maybe some of the French representatives for the top GGXrd players, but these are some names we've got here. PETA and Leapfrog now getting ready to duke it out. Now, I wonder if PETA is going to switch to the Axel. Yes, he is.
Yes.
That's pretty much as expected. I thought that maybe, given that it's Leapfrog, he might have enough history with the guy to think, I'm going to stick with the Raven anyway, knowing that Leapfrog can and will navigate that Axel matchup really well. But he's going to go for Axel anyway. I'm going to see how Leapfrog will try to deal with this.
It's definitely going to be interesting. PETA, a character expert in the 2 they play. Let's see how Leap deals with this one. And again, Axel is not a matchup you see very often. Already clashing Flick on Sparrowhawk stance, making more progress than Chemical was able to the entire set already. Okay, there we go. DP is out already. Blitzes!
Air Blitz. What a way for him to get in closer and slowly walk PETA into the corner. And now, oh boy, it's 6K time. That's 4 in 1 combo. Ended off the ICPM, and now PETA stuck there. Cold Burst, though, is going to get Leapfrog off of him and back to the game that he wants to be playing. But is it going to be enough to blitz? Leap's blitzes this set have been, or this tournament have been so good at that backdash. Oof.
Get to the ground, of course. PETA just DPing in the middle of strings here, showing absolutely no respect. If Leap doesn't pick up on that habit quick, it's going to be hard to keep PETA down, but that might not be necessary.
Still has a burst on deck, but he's not going to get the chance to use it.
Already seeing a super close set here. Round start 6K. Yeah, there's the DP again. Pet really needs to, or not Pet, Leap really needs to start showing that you cannot get away with that, or it's going to end badly.
Nice IBs from PETA.
Sparrowhawk stance gets blocked. Now we're back to neutral. Exactly where PETA wants to be. Really have to watch out for those anti-airs, though.
Thus far, PETA definitely making the matchup look the way that it would in your mind. There's a slide head throw, a chance now for Leapfrog to get in, but he immediately gets thrown back off at the back.
Doing it
again.
Finally.
He needs the safe jump set up, but he gets blitzed.
Damn, PETA is just getting away with what I want to say is downright disrespectful DPs. Like, just in the middle of a string, just go for it. Really needs to be
into
shown.
the corner. Whoa, pick him up.
Look at the meter. Look at the meter.
Oh, I'm looking.
Boom.
The meter, look at the health.
Oh, missed unblockable.
Yeah, attempts at the unblockable, but doesn't quite get it. Spend some of that vaulted meter on an air.
Oh my! Hit the entire extended hurt box of Sparrowhawk stance. Didn't even know you could do that. Now, barely whiffing a 6K. Unfortunate. Just not where you want to be. No burst, no meter, low on life. But a slide hit is exactly what you want in that situation. Why are you? How is he getting away with this?
Yeah. It's looking like Leap might be a little much in his own head right now. These backdashes have been working on one end and not working on the other. Gonna keep it going here now, though. See again, backdash into Popbuster, expecting, I imagine, a DP at this point.
Oh, I like that 6H, trying to call out a button before it reached him. but sadly there was no button from PETA. Now, the anti-airs. This is one of the few characters that can actually anti-air the infamous JD relatively consistently, which is a privilege to have, to say the least. Unblockable, yeah.
Wait
For those who didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, now. Sent back to full screen, one more hit, there it is.
And now 2-0 for PETA here in this top 3. I mean, what a matchup to navigate, huh?
Yeah, like there's no doubt about it. Leap is a great player, and so is PETA. But just the sheer difference in what you have to get past, it's just enormous. Like, people talk about the Pod Axel matchup in Strive. I want to see them try and navigate this version.
I've played both, and I can definitely tell you that this one is worse.
At least you can air block in the other one.
There you go, a nice flick. It's going to hold PETA down as Leap walks him into the corner. Not
Nice,
hold him
good
down
air
quite
block.
enough though, because just
Good
kind
blitz.
of approaching now. The air blitz is good. The backdash, Buster again and again. It's not going to work out.
Just looking at this, I feel so hopeless. I keep going like, okay, he should get something right, and then he's just out of range for everything.
That is
Oh,
simply
no.
how it is.
Oh, that's gonna deal damage. That might even kill.
It sure will.
Damn, I did not think Axel did that much crush damage, but apparently he does.
All or nothing.
Oh, good attempt, but it recovered in time.
And I
finally gets
slide
the slide
head.
head.
PETA feeling himself a little too much of all those buttons thrown out at the distance, and Leap now calling it out with those slide heads. Into the
There we
corner
go.
goes Pop Buster, get the party started.
100 meter incoming.
Build all of that meter.
Okay, we've got some meter to work with, so even if you get pushed out, you still have a way to get in. It shouldn't be too bad. Pot with meter is definitely a character I would much rather play comparatively. But PETA not giving the chance. Finally, the backdash working out, getting something done. Jumps over the Benson. ICPM for the knockdown. What's it gonna be?
Oh, jump
Cross up
over
Buster.
Pop Buster. And there we go, finally a round on the board for Leapfrog, as he starts to figure out what to do with this Axel tonight.
That might be just what Leaps needs. Sometimes all you need is just that one round win to clear your head. He definitely seemed a bit more comfortable, and that last one blocks it. Safe jump, blitzes it.
Attempts to blitz war it, but PETA breaks through regardless.
There's the slide head. Yep, DP.
DP.
Now PETA's starting to disrespect again. No burst. What are we gonna see? There's the 2H. Oh, just barely catching the bottom of the chest of Pod. And it was enough. There's the slide head. Finally finds its mark. No jumps from PETA. Little too far away for that to hit.
Now PETA simply and cautiously blocks it all and puts Leapfrog back at this position. I mean, at this point he doesn't really need to play the game anymore.
Oh, finally gets a hit. Blocks the IB. No, it was too far away.
But that is indeed
Unfortunate.
That is indeed gonna be it for Leapfrog tonight. PETA rocking that Axel a little too cleanly.
Just too damn strong. But that does mean we will get to see Pet versus PETA in finals. Mainly
Okay.
grand finals.
You take down one pot, and the next one is waiting.
Yeah, and you're just stepping up to the next tier, as we've already seen. Yeah, he might even play Soul. He does have a pocket Soul. Does depend if Pet wants to play the Axel matchup, or if he doesn't want to play the Axel matchup.
Yeah, he could switch it around if he decides that the Axel matchup is too dangerous in this case. I mean, he's looking at him.
Oh, the intimidation tactics. Now, before we start this final match, can I just get, some appreciation in the chat for the absolutely bombing of a bracket we've had. We've seen some big brain reads. We've seen heartbreak. for a relatively short bracket, all things considered. We've had the whole range of emotions. And now, we're about to head into what's probably sure to be one of the best. as they're trash talking in the lobby. My seat now, look at me.
Well, Sidebet is definitely on the P1 side of the bracket.
I command it.
Sidebet wants that P1 seat. Okay. Okay, full stop.
This is where the arrogance of Pet comes in. I hope we get to see another taunt. I need all the handicaps. Alright, here we go. Have fun in this matchup? I don't think you're allowed to.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal, yeah.
Heaven or hell. Duel.
Fun in my fighting game? What's that? Okay, here we go. Grand finals. First to 3. Peter has to reset first. Oh!
Yeah, right
Using
now
the waterfall.
Right now it's looking nice for Peter. I mean, he just ran the set against one of the best pots in the EU. Now he's running the set against possibly the best pot in the EU. And he's looking equally comfortable on that Axel.
Okay. Then again, Axel's health bar isn't the greatest. It's certainly not bad, but it's definitely not what you want to have against a character like Pot, who will take a health bar in just a single hit if he gets the opportunity. But so far, Peter not really allowing the opportunity to happen. As JS is just as good as it is in Strive.
Keep on rocking.
Alright, there we go. Right back in the backdash. Backdash again. Works out both times. And now Pet's in, but the DP is going to throw him right off again.
Bro, the fact that I see, like, every single time that he gets, like, any string going, it's immediate DP.
It's been working so far. Why change a winning team?
True. I mean, I do believe, isn't it one hit in this game? I think it's like a weird one-hit parry DP. It's kind of weird. Okay, so far Peter comfortably controlling this matchup. This is definitely not a fun matchup for Pot.
Yeah, so, I mean, the soul has been mentioned. It could come out.
Definitely see it happening. Oh my god, again, just do it. Who cares?
Alright, well. A powerful showing from Peter. Sidepad, though, goes straight back in. No, not even thinking about the soul bad guy.
Let's rock.
At least not so far, but then again, might just want to prove it's superior. But so far, Peter is the one proving themselves to be superior.
Here we go, Pet now playing a little slower, playing a little more methodical.
I mean, that is a thing in this matchup, right? As Pot, you have to figure out, can you just kind of wild and get in? Like, does the Axel panic, or do you have to actually, like, observe? Because some Axels just panic the moment the Pot gets more than half screen.
I think, oh no, I have to throw him away. Peter, definitely not one of them.
Definitely not so far. Comfortably just chipping out Pot on that little last left. Ah, I can't talk right now.
There we go now, Pat. Peter calling out these slide heads. Calls out the hammerfall as well. Excellent way to break through the armor. And Peter has just been playing his game for the last, I don't know how many games in a row we've watched with him, but there has not been a real moment where I thought he's looking out of his depth now.
Nice.
Blockable, we are
right through that. 6P, 6K, what a confirm. Yeah. 6H, finally.
There we go, a nice combo to bring this Axel all the way down.
Turn up the heat.
Damn, I keep thinking there's no way Axel can hit him there, and then he just hits him anyways.
And then he just does it. I've learned to reach the next stage of enlightenment, where I believe that Axel can reach anywhere. Movement on these two guys, the air blitz, trying to call out anything unsafe thrown out by PETA, but there's no such thing, as PETA remains perfectly in control and playing patiently, just keeping Pet at a distance.
It's going to be really interesting now. Everything coming out, slide hit finally hitting. It was counter hit too, finally blocking that DP, but the RC keeping PETA safe. But finally showing that you can't just mash it, and as he gets a pot buster out, yeah, safe jump, tries to go for another one, but the fuzzy jump on PETA's side was just too strong. Another slide hit, giving another chance for Mix, not blocking the safe jump.
There he goes, Hammerfall for the pressure, Trishula. 6k hits, but Burst is still on deck on the side of PETA. The side pet here is so close to putting a game on the board and extending this set by one more game. Else, he is going to be reset.
Oh no!
It's just a little bit too early, and PETA Sickle is going to come racing straight through. It's going to be a 2-0 for him. One more game, and he will have reset the bracket.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1.
Showing signs of life though in the last set. Let's see if he can keep it going. The cable is not out yet, but it's definitely not a great start. Oh, that is though. Rare combo drop from PETA into a grab. There's the burst. Surprisingly didn't block it, but at this point, any win is a win.
Yeah, all PETA needs 2 more rounds to have reset this bracket. And he's so close to this one, but that is Psychedelic Pet we're talking about. So is there really such a thing as close? Yes, says PETA. The risk gauge is high.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's gonna be around the Pet. Well, you see a starter like that, you see Pot coming at you like that, and your health is like that.
Oh,
GG's.
Get down from there. Finally seems like Pet is making some leeway, but careful with the words you speak, as now he's stuck at full screen. Run in 6H. That's the Axel loops, the Bomber loops are coming out.
To the Bomba. There we go now, side bet down to his last 10% of this particular match, and it is going to go the way of PETA.
One more and he'll have reset the bracket to Grand Finals reset. Can Pet take one more round and extend it by a single game?
Stay alive on his winner side of things.
Send energy for that Prayer 6P to do some work, because right now he definitely needs it. There's the Sparrowhawk.
Yeah, and you miss something like that, and Pet is immediately ready to convert.
Oh, nice. Once again, that should be it with RC. No! That could spell disaster, but it doesn't.
There it is. 3 ball busters in a row.
Just saying, let me take over now.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock.
We're immediately jumping, and the air-to-airs immediately come out as well. PETA continuing his game plan as it was before. It was working. He might have lost one round, but that doesn't matter. Just looking for him. Throw out those hooks and see if you can't find him. Pet played illusion well. But he's not going to elude this now. In the corner he goes, the slide head, not going to happen. The backdash is there, and the flick is a little too early. Once again, the turn goes to PETA, and he's got a full health bar for Pet to take care of, if he even manages to get in at all.
Doesn't seem like it. The Guts Crush is just too high on that combo.
Duel. 2. Turn up the heat.
Okay.
The attack's a little too swift for that Hammerfall armor.
Doing everything in his power to just maybe get one hit in. but Peta's just keeping him away at a distance.
Yeah, even Pet simply has to bow down to Peta on Axel.
The amount of DPs that I've seen is just insane. Yep, there it is. Guaranteed burst point. Ooh, the double overhead into grab. Okay. Should.
Invisible. I think he was blocking, so he was, but he's gonna if he got a punish. And that could have been so huge for Pat. But instead,
unfortunate.
Up, beaten by Peter once again, and the brackets are reset. We're going back into a grand final 0-0. And whoever wins this next set simply wins the whole event.
Definitely, and just winning one of these events is already just such a massive point boost. I almost want to say you could win a single one and just participate in the rest, or maybe not, and just still win. So just winning one of these events is definitely something you want to do. So now Pet really showing the determination with the DP.
Trying the Trishula setups without any meter. It was a braver man than I, and he did end up getting beat up for it a little. But now it's Peta once again still stuck in that self-same corner.
Oh boy. The clash. Just saying, nope, my turn now. Counter hit, 5P. Full combo, back into full screen, but Pet managing to get in. Trying to bait a DP, I want to say.
Yeah, the hops are good, but inside of Peta, the defense is patient. He's not going to just go pressing buttons without any reason. Now, Pet gets the opening that he might have been looking for. 6B not going to connect. Faultless defense, keeping him safe for now. The double
all the meter. Nice!
Oh.
You pressed. OTG, unfortunate. Tries to go through with Hammerfall, but Peta recovering in time before he can Hammerfall break.
Oh! Wow. Run, come into my arms! Psychedelic Pet waiting with open arms to receive Axel, and why are you running up? So now, after the bracket reset, suddenly a 1-0 lead goes the way of Pet.
You really have to watch out. No matter how much you're feeling comfortable against Pot, he can steal it in a single in just a single bad hit, and it's certainly showing. Of course, now Peta's in control. As the backdash blocks the 5P though. Good call out on the Mega Fist, has to burst.
Here he goes now trying to break through that shell. He gets it in the end, but only 4 beats. Before that too is over.
Nice, gets the slide head, which is exactly what you want. Yeah, there's the DP. Good timing too, right on the final hit where there's no more armor. Gigantor, 6H.
Gonna be a lot of damage.
It's stun. Oh no, bad burst. Bad confirmed too, actually allowing Peta to live. That could cost him this round, but no, just spam Mega Fist.
Giganto Fist, we'll call it.
And as we can see, Pot just steals a round from just one bad hit. Pet showing why he probably is the best Pot EU.
One bad hit is all it takes.
Desperately just trying to get in here. There's the slide head, finally gets a hit he was looking for. The DP getting Peta out.
That DP has been doing so much for Peta in terms of keeping these Potemkins at bay.
Oh my god, 5P, 5P.
Call them strings.
It's going down to the wire, that's for certain.
Around the piece.
Nice
Slide head
backdash.
gets backdashed.
Oh, the YRC Renson. Oh, I would have expected a slide head there, but instead we got to walk up 2D. There's the slide head. We're going to see DP. Nope, no DP this time. Pet was waiting for it as well. JD counter hit Mika Fist forward.
Oh,
Into the IB.
IB Buster. A true blue Zip classic.
Tried and true. Works.
Pita still looking strong though, still looking like his game, even with his health the way it is. I'm starting to feel like the only way that you can get at our man Pita here is by way of him making a mistake, but that is not likely to happen, but it is going to happen in this case, and that is indeed going to be it. Slash, which puts Cypet suddenly at a 2-0 lead.
This is really scary because now Pat has gotten momentum. He's gotten probably in Pita's head a bit. And that's when it starts crumbling down for Axel.
And Pita going to stick with the Axel though. No switches to Raven necessary, and I have to agree. He's been playing the pot matchup with Axel so well tonight. He's ashamed to give up on it now. Even if Pat seems to be moving closer.
All the IBs building. Look at that meter build for just jumping forward. My god. He's building so much meter.
And he's gonna need it too, because those red realm cancels don't, you know, they don't appear out of thin air. That costs money.
Very carefully, there's a slide hit. Cross up. Blocks correctly, Pita. Now recovered in the air, stuck a bit close to the corner here. This is a bit awkward, because even if you get pot away, well, if you can't move back, but you can't create space. But with that said, Pita doesn't care.
If that said, Pita is going to be taking that round, looking to turn this into a 2-1. Asking himself, where did all the info go? I knew how this guy was playing.
Good jump out on the slide head there. Now this time though, the slide head hits. Another slide head hitting. Sadly, you can hit all the slide heads you want. It's not going to give you any damage, as Pita now finally getting out of the corner. And now it's Pet's turn to make his way out of there.
Yeah, Pet's stuck in his corner. Not a good time for him, but he's managed to battle his way back to the mid-screen. Now comes the slide head. He gets to apply some pressure to Pita now. It's not going to work for Pita straight out of there. Not going to get pop bustered.
Oh!
I mean, tell a lie. Up he goes.
Yeah, double heat. 100 meter in the bank. 50% of your health gone. Slide head. Unfortunately, didn't get the hit as he wanted it. Nice PRC, but it's not going to be enough to DP. Now putting Pet in the corner as the bomber loops are coming out. Looking good for Pita right here.
And in that way, 1 second you've got all the meter, next second you've got none of the meter, and nothing even to really show for it.
The meter giveth, the meter taketh. Oh, tried to blitz something.
Ooh. That was going to be such a hard approach. He had no health left to play with. So all that Pita had to do was just poke and poke and poke and keep him away. Now, 1-1.
2-1 actually.
Oh, of course, 2-1 for Pet indeed.
But Pet still will comfortably backdashes it, finally calling out that damn DP, giving so much trouble. Another one. Gonna see a third one? Nope, just counter hit 6H. Look at that burst bait.
Wow.
He doesn't even care, he doesn't get the combo, just takes the hit afterwards. And now it is match point in Grand Finals reset.
Counter hit on the sickles. It's going to keep spiraling from there, just trying to get away from it all.
There's the first good flick in a while. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate on the side of Pet. This round is looking like a bit of a wash for him, but never say never.
Oh, the Trishula just hits clean. Maybe an attempted DP. Didn't come out. Forces a burst out of PETA, and that's almost the best you could have hoped for. But a slide head counter will actually put Pet back into corner pressure. Could this be it?
Could this be it? He's this close to IBs, keeping him alive.
Chip is going to be a major factor here. Barely any meter, but the chip.
There it finally goes. PETA managing to scurry off with his win in tow.
Very close though. Pet is just about to get his burst back while Petus is looking like a distant dream. And you're not exactly going to build a lot of burst against Pot. He doesn't hit you a whole lot. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't think that was an intended thing, but regardless, Petus still stuck in the corner, gets a big hit here. Now it's corner pressure time. What's it going to be? Nice jump out on the Pot Buster. Like that, spend the burst to keep them in there. One more combo. There's the mix. Blocks the low, misses the DP, blocks that.
Oh boy, now he's this close, but PETA with this hit, not quite gonna finish it up. Pick up another one.
We're going to final game.
Indeed, we are 2-2 here in this grand finals. Loser side at this point.
It is indeed reset now. That's gotta be demoralizing, just barely not cutting it with that little pixel of health.
I mean,
Pet moving forward undeterred.
Talk about demoralizing. He was 3-0'd in this grand finals reset, and now it is 2-2. And he is
there we go.
Moved from winning a 2P into Bot Buster. We have the classics for a reason, and this is definitely one of them.
Oh, look at all those breaks. Just calling out option after option. Mega Fist, Mega Fist. Nice, the slide hit actually somehow ducking under the 5P. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Good backdash on the Pot Buster, though. Bringing Pet back, but slowly moving backwards into the corner. Gets hit by another counter hit slide head. This could be it. Gets hit by a Buster. Is he going to spend the burst?
Oh, I think he might. But this is, of course, skilled as hell, so he's not going to use it. Instead, try to YRC unblockable mix, but PETA holds it. Does not hit, but the big butt of justice from
there it is.
Downtown from the top rope.
Look at that movement. Already half your meter gone, but that might be it. No, the Guts Crush is not going to be enough here. Pet gets another chance at life. One more shot. But with no meter, it's looking tough, and sure enough, the anti-airs. But it is a spent burst on PETA's side, but it is, on the other hand, match point for PETA now. Oh my god, look at that range!
Like, oh, the throw! So smart from PETA to immediately grab.
Nice, good throw.
Chase with the air throw, and the DP is good. Gonna stop the slide head dead in its tracks.
Incredibly close to missing too. PETA on winning track right here. Pet has to get something started or it's not gonna end well. Good backdash. There's a slide head. That's exactly what we talked about he needed. There's the Pot Buster. It's gonna be a lot of damage. One more hit. Oh, that's gonna be it with RC. Don't drop it now. There it is. Pet stays alive for one more into match point for both. Can we get it up? We're going to final game, final round.
Final game, final round. In this first edition of this Challenger League season. And PETA, he's got a strong round to it. Pet down half his health.
But now the Guts kicking in.
He's been saddled with a mountain to climb, but his quest begins here. All journey start with a single step. Is PETA going to let him take that step though? Slide gets
oh, that's exactly what he needs. One more hit, but the counter hit. Oh, and there it is. And PETA will be the champion of our first qualifier.
Indeed, he will, and very well played to him. He had a bracket full of Potemkins to beat, but he had precisely the axle that he needed to do it. So very well played by PETA, and of course by everybody else who entered today's tournament. You because that is going to be the end of our festivities here tonight.
It definitely is. Big thanks to everyone who joined us, including all you lovely people in the chats, everyone who donated to the match arena, claimed those codes. There's still a few weeks left to claim codes for the upcoming events and also for the final match arena, so go ahead and do that while you have some time. Maybe, just during work or something. When you're not doing anything, you might as well do it. But for now, that is going to be it. PETA taking the wing, Psychedelic Pet with a close second, Leap with a third, and QK with a fourth. Definitely a stacked top 4.
Absolutely.
Hella action-packed. Now, I've definitely enjoyed my time here. What about you?
Oh, I've been having a good time, man. It's great to be back with more Xrd action, and I'm hoping to see a lot more from this season, because, all those of you who might not have entered tonight, make sure to do so in 2 weeks when we are back. This is a bi-weekly event, so we're going to be back on Tuesday, same time, same channel, in 2 weeks for the second qualifier event. So make sure to sign up for that, because it is stacked and you do not want to miss it.
Definitely don't want to miss it. And if you're craving some offline, especially here in the upcoming months, there's already a lot of events planned, one of which being 2BCU's own Hessen, of course, from June 30th to the 2nd of July in Frankfurt am Main. And I also believe we have Headstompers at the beginning of June in Malmö.
Yeah, we've got Headstomper and Hessen Crash coming up, and don't forget, in April, if you guys haven't looked at it yet, there is going to be the mix-up in Lyon where Guilty Gear Xrd will once again be played. So definitely a lot of events to look forward to in the coming time. And don't forget, now that we're here at the end, another huge thanks to our stream partners, Streamplify and LC Power, for sponsoring this event and other 2PCU events. I think that's going to be all from us here tonight, guys.
Yeah, definitely. I hope you all enjoyed your time. We're going to be signing out. I hope you'll join us in 2 weeks when we'll be back with more Xrd. If you can't wait for more Xrd, there's plenty of events to sign up. We've got Salty EU, we've got Hard Edge on Thursdays, and we've got alternating bi-weeklies over at Hob on Fridays. And I think we also at this point have both Saturday and Sunday booked with tournaments. So, no matter what the day is, there's probably an event for you. So if you can't wait, go get signed up to some of those, and we'll be waiting right here for Guilty Gear Xrd Qualifier number 2. I'll see you all then.